You mentioned that you focus on longevity and you want to live a long, healthy life. Well, a whole foods vegan diet happens to be optimal for preventing chronic disease and promoting longevity. And there's a bodybuilder named Jim Morris who is vegan and is 78 years old now, who I think you should listen to.
My name is Jim Morris. I was a competitive bodybuilder for 30 years, and I became vegan in the last 12 years. One of the things I hear is that humans are omnivores. I think there's a slight deception there. We can survive on a lot of things, but just because we can doesn't mean it's good for us. The protein in animal products is so laden with fats and chemicals and all sorts of stuff that's harmful to you. When I was competing and stuffing down all of that sort of stuff, I had lots of digestive problems. I was constipated and bloated and just miserable all the time. I don't concern myself about protein anymore because I know there's enough protein in what I eat. There's protein in fruits, there's protein in beans, there's protein in grains. It kept me not only healthy, but I feel better about myself and how I relate to other creatures in the world. Over the years, I've come to know these creatures as thinking, feeling beings. I feel better about myself being a vegan, that I'm not hurting these creatures. I know, as a fact, I would not be here and I would not be in this condition now had I continued eating the way I was.
And this isn't just one anecdote. There's a ton of scientific evidence out there demonstrating that a vegan diet is optimal for health, longevity, prevention of chronic disease, and even athletic performance. I know you might not like me and you might not listen to me out of spite, but how about listening to some of the top nutrition experts in the world? The president of the American College of Cardiology, Dr. Kim A. Williams, is vegan and has stated that a low-fat, vegan, whole foods diet is optimal for preventing heart disease. The editor-in-chief of the American College of Cardiology, Dr. William C. Roberts, has also stated that cholesterol is the only risk factor for atherosclerosis. So cutting cholesterol completely out of your diet is your best defense against coronary artery disease. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn of the Cleveland Clinic also uses a low-fat, vegan, whole foods dietary intervention to treat his chronically ill patients and reverse heart disease, and he's even treated Bill Clinton and reversed his heart disease. Dr. Neil Bernard is a diabetes expert, and he uses a low-fat, whole foods, vegan dietary intervention to prevent and reverse type 2 diabetes, and he's even able to cure some of his patients of type 2 diabetes using that dietary intervention. Dr. John McDougall is another medical doctor who uses a low-fat, whole foods, vegan dietary intervention to treat his chronically ill patients, and he even diet coached Carl Lewis, 9-time Olympic gold medalist and former world's fastest man. And Dr. T. Colin Campbell, researcher and author of the China Study, the largest epidemiological study on cancer ever conducted, found that meat intake is strongly tied to cancer risk. There are a ton of medical and nutritional experts who support a vegan diet for the prevention and treatment of chronic disease and to promote longevity, and all of the experts that I just mentioned have their own published research, their own books, their own websites, and you have a ton of reading you can do on your own, and if you don't want to listen to me, then at least listen to them. You should also check out nutritionfacts.org, which is run by Dr. Michael Greger. He has a huge list of videos that are all about diet and health, and he links supporting research that you might also like to read. A vegan diet is best for your health, it supports your athletic goals, it saves the animals, and it helps the environment, and the best medical and nutritional experts in the world support it. You have a choice to make, and I think you know what that right choice is. You said yourself that you love animals, and veganism helps everyone. It's best for you, it's best for animals, it's best for the world. So I really do sincerely hope that you make the right choice and start making some vegan gains.
Beef. What a relief. When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.
My mission in life is to help make people make evidence-based, science-based decisions as to what to feed themselves and their families to prevent, treat, even reverse chronic diseases that are laying waste to our society. I put all my work up free, nutritionfacts.org, and the science points to a diet centered around whole plant foods.